Ah, welcome. So, it might be a little awkward today, um, being back after, I don't know how long, probably since November, roughly, give or take. I gotta mute my phone. Pardon me, I forgot to do it. Um, and you can see that Kim's not here because she decided that her throat being so hoarse that she didn't want to be on and bring the show down because nobody could hear her. It leaves me by myself today. So, blame Kim. I do. I blame Kim for everything, honestly. But it's facts. That's just what happens. So, I'm a one man show today. I'm going to try and get everything running all at once. So, don't mind me. I have to probably look down at my fun hotkey list because it's been forever and I don't remember them. Um, in front of me, you can't see, is the live chat. So I'll probably be looking down periodically. Um, and then, I'm probably going to maybe fidget here and there because, it's clustered. Um, I didn't think this one through today. But it was less stress than it normally is. Mostly. I couldn't get the camera to work at first. I couldn't understand why. And then I was like, well, fuck, I'm going to have to cancel it today. And I didn't want to, even though Kim abandoned me. Because I'd have been sitting a little bit more over here. And she would have been like right in here. And it would have been awesome. Maybe. No, it would have been awesome. Um, yeah, I was dumb. I didn't plug it in, apparently. Because it was still set up from the last event I was doing back in December. And so I brought the cords out. I had it all hooked up. It's like, I need to plug this in. And then I got distracted. And then after being irritated upon belief, I've figured it out. So, yeah. So that's that was the only hiccup I had today in getting ready. And oh my god, why the hell are they not working? Oh, here we go. I forgot I changed them. Boop, boop. Look at that. If you're if you tune in all the time, or sometimes, or at least chat with us on Facebook through Messenger, or you're my relative, aka my mom, you'll get one of those fancy things. But um, um, do stuff with the channel. I Kim's usually here. She knows what I'm gonna say. Usually, maybe, sometimes, not always. Yeah, so I'm soloing it today. I don't know how many people are watching because I have to do things single person here and I can't, constantly look at everything. So don't mind me. But yes, um, this is me. So it has been since November, I think I said, since we've done a live. I mean, the next one would have been in December on Christmas Day. That wasn't going to be a thing. I already knew that. I mean, I would have done it solo, but I'm pretty sure that there would have been nobody watching and I would have just been rambling on. Like I always do, but usually I have a person or two with me that, rambles on with me. Anyways, I'm going to try not to ramble. If I'm rambling, tell me to shut up in the comments. I won't take offense to it, I promise. Anyway, so it's been since November since we've done anything live related. Um, I wanted to get back into it in February. Clearly, that didn't work out. I wanted to get back into it last month, and I actually was all gung ho for it. And then the damn day snuck up on me way too fast. And before I knew it, it was the weekend. I hadn't, prepped anything. I hadn't gotten any type of like event advertisement shit going on. So today, and Kim abandoning me, I was thinking about postponing it again. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck Kim. I don't need her. I can do this by myself. Which I can, I think. I don't know. I don't know. She fills in the gaps when I go speechless and I'm thinking. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to stop talking bullshit now. All right. So I changed up the look for anybody who has been watching our videos who've been tuning in the past, and I know there's a bunch of them that have been catching up on my videos because I'm awesome and the High Five King in the middle school. That they'll recognize that the look has changed a little bit. Being that it was just going to be me and Kim today, fucking Kim. I was going to go with the little, bar table-ish setup, because I don't use it that much. And it's usually just in the background, displaying stuff. You can't really see it, but maybe you can. And I decided, yeah, let's use it today. Why not? I was going to keep some stuff on here, as you can see. And then not have stuff on here, as you can also see, and then just the stuff that I needed, like microphone, keyboard, blah, blah, blah. But here you still have some of the cool shit that I normally have on here. Some of the books that or not some of them, all the books that I have paranormal related, more to come. But I did put up 3 devices that I got recently, last month? No. Beginning of this month. That I was finally able to pay off after 2 years on layaway. Anyways, yeah, it's been that kind of years for me. So I'll go over these here in a minute. I'm going to kind of talk about the little things that I've done since the last live, which you'd be like, oh my God, there's going to be a lot of it because it's been 4 months. Well, 5 if you count today, because today's when I'm rambling again. Anyway, 5 months. And honestly, there hasn't been a whole lot. My house is, little things here and there, not as prominent as one would hope, as it used to be. I think they're kind of mad at me. I understand because I'm an asshole, and I haven't ignored them. I talk to them still, but I haven't done anything to be like, hey, let's respond. Let's have a conversation, whether it's yes or no, or, digital recorder stuff. Yeah, I'm an asshole. So they may or may not, pop in, pop out. Usually Kim's the one to say, oh, hey, there's, someone behind the computer that's checking in on us, watching how everything's going. Usually that's Joel. I don't see that stuff. So I'm sure he's there. I'm sure if he's not, he's going to pop in at some point. And I'm not 100% sure. And he knows that I can't see him there. So I'm going to just assume that he's there the whole time, even if he's not. I have been wanting to do a video that was going to be really sweet and easy. And it was going to be based on a simple non-paranormal device that you could use, permitting to you understanding the conditions of your environment and stuff like that, should you want to try and do it. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm still going to do it. I have to get something for it, and Mom, if you're still watching, I'm going to have to borrow something from you because I can't find it cheap enough in the store. Anyways, the only real thing that I've been doing lately, back Marchish, I think. I was there a little bit, maybe February too. A friend of mine, not going to disclose any names or locations, but bought a house close-ish enough to me. It was like 10 minutes away. Anyways, not the point. Oh, shit. God damn it. It's quite an old house. I can't remember when it was built, but it's part of, all right, it's in Clio. It's going to be harder to talk about it when I'm not saying it. It's in Clio, and it's in like in like the somewhat downtownish, on the outskirts of the downtownish Clio area. And the house has been around for quite a while. She moved in. I was helping her do a couple of things, and I was also helping her move in the little bit that she asked me to help her with. Um, when she was doing a whole bunch of stuff at the time, and she actually invited me over one time to do a little investigating, because she says that her house is always haunted. Now, for any of you guys that have watched my videos or watched our lives or have met me in person, know that I'm the ghost killer, and not in the sense of like, oh my god, you kill ghosts. No, I destroy like the like, I don't want to say presence of them, but I have a shield up all the time. I do it on purpose, and it stops me from getting letting anything happen to me. And then, as I've always stated before, I've got my friends that live with me. Usually it's Tom, Joel, and you call that I was able to name and call the captain. And usually it's like one other variation. It doesn't, it might be some, not some random, but some different person that stays with me that comes with. It's not always the same group of like 3 or 4. So when I go somewhere, usually the vibe, it gets killed by me. So that's why when they're at the haunted house and I'm available to get up there, they're usually just like, oh my god, it's so spooky, like you need to come up here. And as soon as I get there and walk in the building, they're like, wow, it's completely changed in here. And I'm just like, you're welcome. But it also proves difficult for some investigations. Not always. I guess it just depends on, the environment and like what, you're trying to communicate with, if it's like an asshole spirit, which to some might be like evil spirit. No, they're asshole spirits. They're just dicks. They're assholes. We all know what an asshole is. Those are the ones that usually like try stuff, and then like, they threaten, they do whatever, but then other ones, will try and get up, and communicate. Like it's always how you present yourself. And that's another thing for anybody who has not done this, or anybody who's watching who's just curious. It's about how you present yourself. Now, I am not automatically like, wow, you are all assholes. Get away from me. No, that's just a shield thing that I have up. Force field. If you think Star Trek, sort of in a way. Lost my train of thought because I'm rambling. I forgot what I was saying. If anybody's watching, you could chime in and let me know. Force field. And so it all depends. Like around here, obviously, like we're all cool. They'll get close. I can tell like the air temperature drops around me. I'll hear like little noises or something that, somebody might be like, is that your house? Or, they'd be like, no, that's just your house making noise. No, it's not. I know the noises that my house make, and that's not one of them. And that's, one of them like joining in or seeing what's going on. And it's like, don't be a dick to them. Cause they might not want you to come back, and then they'll terrorize you. And I don't know if that's the truth or not, but I'm sure they would. I know when Kim comes over, they all love Kim. They like to mess with her every chance they get. If you've watched some of the other, like some of our videos, but more specifically some of the lives that we've done, or I just put up the workshop videos that we did. God, it's probably been a couple years now. Now maybe a year. I don't know. With dowsing rods, like they were constantly fucking with Kim. Like she just can't. They don't do anything. I think we've gotten her to be able to. She's been able to actually use them like you're supposed to once, maybe 1.5 times. So yeah. Anyways, back to my story. I rambled. You're supposed to tell me to shut up in the comments. Like literally tell me to shut up. You can tell me any variation of shut up that you want to. I won't take offense unless you're absolutely being a complete asshat about it. All right. Anyway, her house. We were there, and it was interesting. Like I heard some things. It was all kind of like they weren't familiar with me. I'm not sure how long she had the house in particular, but I know that she'd been there like kind of fixing it up a little bit at first, like you normally would with a new house. And so I went over there. I'd taken a couple devices with me, and her house is a little weird. Like I couldn't do a K2 meter because the house, as I stated before, is old. I'm not saying like my house was built in 1951 old. I'm saying the house was probably built, like 19, I don't fucking know, like 20s or 1930s. I don't know. Anyways, the wiring in the house, and I think it's all fixed now because she was going through and having a lot of the wiring redone. It was causing a lot of like electromagnetic interference. So it didn't matter where I put the K2 meter, whether I put it up in the air kind of like this, it was constantly going off. If I tried to move it here, put it closer to me, or, it just didn't matter. Like normally I like to rest it on something, be it the floor or a table or, whatever I can. I couldn't. I was defeated in that aspect. We did bring out the spirit box. We got a little bit going on with that. They were a little quiet. It was kind of hard for me to make out. As I've stated before, like I've got hearing issues. I constantly hear ringing, which kind of helps, I guess, in a sense with that static noise, but depending, it doesn't at the same time. But I went back. Oh my god, I gotta continue on. Oh, I haven't actually gone that long with my rambling. All right. Anyway, went back. It'd been, I don't know, probably like 3 weeks or something like that. And I took my my motion LED board, and I meant to prep the video so I could show it, and I forgot. Story of my life. But if you've seen like other videos that I have, or me talking about it before on like a live, it's I have 6 panels. And I can connect them however I want, whether it's like a long strip or like a block, and you turn them on, and they've always got like a faint little glow, just a tiny little faint glow. Well, when something moves over it, they start lighting up. I'm sorry, my throat's going dry. It's an allergy season. 1 second. My bad. I'm not saying it's the first time, because I actually had the motion board going at an event I was at last year, where it just randomly was like starting to flicker, and me and my friend tried to debunk it. We couldn't, and it was awesome because we were actually able to use it to communicate. Anyways, we were there, and honestly, if it hadn't been for me kind of being close, and it was more on the inner part of like the peripheral, I probably wouldn't have caught it, but it was, and it was super faint. It was like they weren't really sure what to do, maybe, or they were like, I don't know if I want to let you know I'm really here. But it started to light up a little bit, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, and to be sure that it wasn't, anything random, because we were not sitting right by it. So it wasn't like motion from me. It wasn't motion from my friend. And so I was like, oh, I think I see it. If that's you, can you make it go a little brighter? Or can you have, can you do, move a little bit and make it do it again? And sure enough, it started doing it. And by the time we were kind of done, we're wrapping it up for the night. All of it had kind of been doing like the light movements. It was going a little bit brighter and fading down and stuff like that. It was actually really awesome. It was good stuff. Anyways, I think I'm done rambling about a lot of things. So I don't know. I know I have a lot of people viewing. I don't have people commenting stuff, asking questions, or being like, oh, Jeff is awesome. He is the high five king of the middle school. Or um, wigging out because, oh my God, Jeff's on YouTube Live because I'm the high five king of the school. I'm really popular at the middle school and the high school. It's sad to say that I peaked in middle school and high school at the age of 38. 37, 38. I just turned 38 this year. 37, 38. Sorry, I didn't want to be popular when I was in school. Anyways, back to the point. So I don't know how long this will go on for. If I don't have questions, comments, concerns. Anyways. Yeah, so as you can see, a lot of the stuff that is on the table, you can, all right, not a lot of it, probably hardly any of it you can buy. You can pick up one of these plushies though. These are available. They don't actually float. That's me, as you can see, but they're cool. Those are 25. They're handmade to order. So we would, get it out to you as soon as they're done. You can contact us through Facebook Messenger if you want to do that. As you can see right now, I'm just plugging it because I'll forget later maybe. On the lower part of your screen, you see merchandise. There's more than that. On the website, go to the website. You can see stuff, you can buy stuff, and it's going to be awesome. Anyways, the things that I do have up here for sale, basically the only other primary thing are these awesome little boxes. What they are is they're energy boxes, they're energy pumps. So when you're out on a location investigating and you're kind of getting some stuff, but it's kind of hard to really tell, you can put one of those bad boys up. And it's not always guaranteed, but it should help you get better responses, whether it's through the K2 meter, spirit box, dowsing rods, which is what I like to use a lot. Anything and everything that can possibly help you get answers. And it'll help boost the energy. Now, if you're outside, you're going to have to kind of keep it close to you because obviously outside it'll help transmit, but hopefully it'll draw them in closer. In a room, depending on the size of the room, you might need one, you might need two, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, they're $40 plus shipping. You can get those on the website as well, or you can just contact us directly. I can get an invoice sent out to you through PayPal, and we'll be good to go. They're actually selling like hotcakes. I sell quite a bit of them. Oh my God, I can't talk. On eBay and Etsy, and they are listed on this paranormal site where you can purchase them as well. Anyways, I got a question, and it's from my mom because she loves me, I think. I don't know. I'm sure she does. It's hard to tell. Anyways, she asked me if I have anything going on in the next couple of weeks that I'll be going to. And yes, and that brings up a good point because I was actually going to mention that earlier and I forgot because I was rambling. This Saturday on the 6th, it's in Ann Arbor. You can find the post that I've shared on Facebook. I'm going to an event. It's called Halfway to Halloween. Halfway's in June. It was June last year, but they bumped it up. I can't exactly remember the reason why, but they bumped it up a month. So it's this Saturday, the 6th. It goes from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., I think it is. And there's going to be a bunch of different vendors there. We're going to be there. You can come talk to me. You can see some of the cool shit that I'm going to have on the table, some of the other stuff that you can get. You can buy from me directly, like stickers, buttons, magnets, these devices, a few other things that I can't think of at the moment. Share stories. I'm even thinking about having a raffle where you could, up to 3 prizes. The first person would win probably a t-shirt, whatever size they want. The next one would be, I don't know, like a magnet and a couple stickers or something. And then the third one would be, like a button and a couple stickers or something like that. I haven't figured it all out. I just know the first one will be a t-shirt. Anyways, so we're going to be there. We're going to be there all day. I'm not exactly sure what building I'm going to be in because it's on like a fairground. And it is going to be inside because clearly we live in Michigan and it can't decide if it wants to be 80 degrees. It doesn't want if it wants to be like 30 degrees or 50 degrees. Are we going to have sun? Are we going to have rain? Are we going to have random ass snow? Maybe some sleet? Who knows? Michigan sucks. Actually, it's global warming, but Michigan is the easier one to blame. So it's going to be all inside. Like 95% of it's going to be inside. There's going to be like some food trucks, which are obviously going to be outside. And there's going to be, I think, maybe a couple other things that are going to be outside in like a pavilion. But everything's primarily inside. And so being that, it's called Halfway to Halloween, it's not all going to be like Halloween related stuff. There's going to be some other miscellaneous things there. But you're going to like you would at any kind of like convention, like Comic-Con, whatever. Vendors up the ass for anything and everything you might actually want to get. And you're like, I'm going to go and just look. And then you're going to end up probably spending a few $100s and you're going to feel awesome about it. You're not going to regret it. You're going to feel awesome about it. But we'll be there. So come talk to me. Me first and everybody else later. Me first. Me. Us. I'm sorry, us. Us first. Me. Yeah, anyways, let me take a drink of this amazing beverage. Talking too much, my throat's growing dry, I hate it. I've been doing a lot of rambling, and I don't know if Kim's watching, and then she was probably like, I don't know if there's going to be a lot to talk about, and I was like, oh, sure there is. More or less, I just wanted to get back on and be like, hey, I'm alive. I mean, we're alive. We're not ghosts. I need to get like a cricket noise so I can hit a button for a cricket. That'd be awesome. Not the point. So anyways, let's see a few things that I've been up to besides the other random stuff that I have been rambling on about. Contrary to what you might think, and you'd be like, oh, he lives kind of a boring life. Why would he do this? I've actually started to write a book in a sense about my experiences. And the title of it is Home is Where the Ghosts Live, which as anybody may have ever seen me wear on the show, or around town. If not around town, I don't know. I go to Walmart and Menards a lot. Or my mom has seen it. Anyways, it's a saying that I came up with. And I got it on t-shirts, which you can see if you go to the store. I've got stickers made up of it. I have magnets. I think magnets made up of it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I have stuff made up with it, and that's what it's going to be called. And it's going to be awesome. Primarily, it's going to be about experiences, mostly here in my house. However, I am going to be branching out a little bit and going over some of the experience I've had, not in my house. Some of them pertaining to just some awesome shit that happened, live in the moment at some places we've investigated. Or it's going to be the shit that happens to me that, causes scars on my body. Back, arms. That's basically it. Back or arms. And how pissed off that made me. And everything in between, like some of the fun things that have happened to me. Not that there's a lot, because they all hate me-ish sort of up there, except for a few of them. Up at the haunted house. Just everything and anything really. Primarily, it's going to be about my house. I've got it started a little bit. I don't know when I'm going to get it finished, but it's a thing in the works. In case anybody cares or interested, I know a few of the kids at the... Oh my God, I keep talking about the school. I feel like I'm in school. I saw, and they're like, I want to read what you got. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, just like our lives and just like our videos, it's not like PG-13. And it's like a hard R with language. You can't, obviously, you're not going to see anything, but it's like a hard R with language, just like anything else that we do, or that I do. I'm sorry. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. That's kind of the thing. I've been working on that periodically here and there when I'm at the place that I've been at for quite a while working. Um, let's see here. I don't think I've really done anything else, and I've rambled on, and it has been about 33 minutes. So that's actually really good. I thought it'd been longer. Anyways, I really wish there was more feedback coming in. I mean, you know, I'm like right here staring at it, and my mom's asked me a question, and it's awesome of her. But I mean, more people could chime in. I'm just saying, especially if I have a button for you and I can hit it, and I can show you my appreciation for you chiming in. I actually have some some people from across the U.S. and in Europe that have popped in occasionally. It's been a while though. I don't know. I miss them. Anyways, yeah. So let me go over, I guess, the devices I have here. There's 3 out of 4. I haven't gotten the 4th one yet. I'm really pumped about it. I hope it comes soon. I'm really excited. Anyways, so I'm gonna start out with the most adorable thing in the world. Oh my god. Like, I got this first. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger. I should have known better. But I got this. Bam! It's the cutest little fucking thing in the world. Like, oh my god. Like, I love this thing. It's amazing. It's fluffy. It's soft. I mean, you could boom. Anyways, it's called the Boo Buddy Junior. Oh, it's got a little backpack on it too. It's adorable. Anyways, this is where the battery pack is. So this is primarily like an interactive, like toy, like in the moment, I'm sure, like adult spirits would use it, but I got it primarily for like children spirits, mostly, Emily from the haunted house who likes to come visit me. And I don't know if she has, cause again, I've been kind of like that asshole, and I don't mean to be, but I have been. I'm going to turn it on so I can show you. So it's very similar-ish to like a K2 meter, but not quite. It's more like a REM pod-ish type thing. For interaction. And I know it's going to be hard to see. You might not be able to see it even if I hold it up here. But there's green lights in the chest, all right? And you can interact with one of the 2 arms, not the feet, but the arms. And let's see here. I'm going to use my phone. So let's see here. Phone doesn't always work. Hold on. I got it. Maybe. Oh my God. Like now it doesn't want to work. It's just going to prove me wrong. All right. Let me use this. Shh. Oh my God, it's not working, and now I'm fucking irritated about it. Will this sweet remote do it? All right, it's not. Anyways, it's the arms, and it will change to a red color if it's being interacted with. The way the wiring is set up, with anything that's got like electromagnetic, like staticky, whatever. In the room that gets close to it that actually can manipulate it. It's not like, oh, the air is doing it. It's not doing it. You can't tell, but it's green. It's not doing it. Anyways, usually my phone does like everything. Sets off shit when I want it to, and it's awesome. Let's see, is it gonna do it? No, god damn it. All right, well, it proved me wrong right now. My phone sucks. But yeah, so it's this most adorable little thing, and that worked out really good. So children spirits, little kid spirits, whatever can interact with it. Because sometimes I know, like Emily, she we do the candles and stuff like that, which is cool. I wanted this not only for Emily, but for obviously investigating. And it's adorable, and I'm sure like every little child spirit is gonna be like, oh my God, it's a teddy bear, and it's fluffy, and it's awesome, it's got a backpack. True. All of that's true. But it's that you can interact with it. I don't think it makes noises. I don't know. I played with it for a little while. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to mess with it. I should have messed with it beforehand. But anyways, it messes with like its arms. It'll change colors. Like one red light if it's just like one. Two if it's both. Type of thing. Like if it's around, like the teddy bear as a whole. And it's actually really cute. It's adorable. I mean, I kind of love it, even if it wasn't a device. I mean, I wouldn't have paid what I paid for it, but it's fucking adorable. Like, you have to admit, it's adorable. I'm going to bring it close again so you can see it's adorable. All right? Enough of that. Enough of that. All right. So that's one of them. The other one, which is the thing I just tried to, I was going to try to, like, but it didn't work. It is a K2 meter, digital. Oh, it's because I tapped it. Okay, I was curious. It's digital. It's rechargeable, which is awesome. But it also does the temperature, so it can measure the temperature in the room. So right now in my basement, it's 69.2 degrees Fahrenheit. You probably can't see it, but if you can, stop. I know I'm moving it. Blah blah blah. Stop beeping. Oh my God. One minute. Because I was moving it around. It's not even turned on. Why are you beeping? Okay, well, clearly it's by something that is like, beeping. But there's a threshold that you can set it to. I just let it set to the standard, whatever the room is when you turn it on. And you can save like the recordings and stuff too, so that's kind of neat. But it will beep when the temperature changes as well. Okay, well, anyways, if somebody's interacting with it, can you wait until all right, it might be this. I don't know why it's not turned on, but whatever. Anyways, you can hear it beep, I think. And yeah, so this is actually really cool. I like it a little bit better than the K2 meter because that thing is just a blip, lights, and it's like, oh, it would range in this and this. I'm like, no, like this will give me a more specific readout, but it also does temperature, which is awesome because sometimes you want to know, like, oh, I feel a cold spot. No, I'm not saying to anybody in my house that it's just a cold spot. It's like, oh, it's just different. But and I know the difference. But this is nice to know because then if you're like, oh, here, and then you move it away or out from where, yeah, see, that's setting it off. There's something setting it off. Anyways, so you move it, somewhere else, and if it like drops back down to something, or if it stays, then if it stays, it's just the environment. It got cold or whatever. It might be a breeze. Who knows? And if it's just by you and it's not like above or anything like that, damn it. All right, I'm gonna turn it off. I thought it'd be kind of cool to just have it there, but it makes things, I think, a little bit easier on that aspect than trying to see like the bumps really quick because they can be really fast. So this you can at least get a quick notification where a K2 you can't. You have to be watching it the whole time. Whereas this, you can kind of look away, you're doing whatever. You hear a noise, you can jump to it and see where it's at. It's pretty awesome. And yes, Mom, I know it's really adorable and cute. Like, I love it. And it's got a backpack. It makes me really, really happy about it. I don't know why. It's a teddy bear and I'm 38 years old, but it's phenomenally adorable. And I do need a wingman. Are you talking about here on the show? I know if Kim's watching. Just think about that angry baby gift that I sent you, Kim. It's happening right now in my head. Visualize it. I can't do things on my own. I ramble a lot. Anyways, back to devices. Now this right here is a REM pod. It's the newest model. It is, I can't remember what REM stands for. Anyways, it was actually, it's interesting. This is actually designed by a guy who lost his daughter. I mean, it's been out and around for a while now, at least probably 15 plus years. I wouldn't say any more than 20. No, probably, I'd say 15. Where he had lost his daughter in an accident, and anyways, he came up with an idea so that he could communicate with his daughter. And this is what it is. So it kind of like what this does, but this does it on a much larger scale, and it's louder than anything. So you could be in a different room and be like, "Oh my God," and you could run really quick. Or if you're, in a larger room and this is like somewhere else, it's definitely going to get your attention. Like there's no way. You have the antenna, which pops out. This is, this basically generates the field around it, to where you can, get manipulation. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to try and keep it away though, because it's going to be loud and I can't necessarily adjust, my mic easily enough. So, you may want to turn it down in a minute or two, or like turn it down anyways to where you can hear me, but it's not like really loud. Like you can just hear me make out what I'm saying. Anyways, so I'm going to turn it on and it's going to be loud. Oh, it's the beeps. All right. So all right. So there it is. So it depends on the sensitivity that you set it up on. All right, so right now it's on like the farthest sensitivity in a sense. So, so you don't have to be like right by it to set it off. And it's actually not as loud as I thought it was gonna be. So I lied. All right, see, and like anywhere. So this is the field. You can see that I'm not really getting that close. All right, should it? That's the only downside is that, like if you touch it a certain way, it's gonna light up. Now, it'll tell you the lights are based on the intensity of it. So obviously red means nothing. Green means like, oh, it's just a slight intensity. Now, if you change it by doing one, you go a little wide, or I'm sorry, that's the closest one. I'm sorry, I lied. So you go one more and you would, you take it out farther. So now my arm, or my hand is only like that. And then as they get closer, the intensity builds, all right? So, you can manipulate it that way. And this is where it's probably going to get annoying. It's not as loud as I thought it was going to be. All right? So then you do it one more time, and now your range is farther out. So instead of being like up in here, it's farther out, all right? So now they don't have to get it very close to it. And then, as they get closer, they'll wig it out. This shouldn't be that loud. I don't think it is. Anyways, so now if you go to the next step, I think this is the final step. Now it's a little farther out. It doesn't like move out like this, but it's a little farther out. And then, intensity. And then I think that's the last one. So now it's like the farthest it can go. And then, you can wig it out as you get closer. It's actually really awesome. I tried to test this out when I got it. I'm just moving. I'm sorry. I hope it's not loud. It doesn't seem to be that loud. All right. I thought it was louder. I don't know why. So I'm going to leave this up and see if like there's any interaction to it. I'm going to try not to put my hands by it, but interaction to it. And maybe we can get some. This is also something where you can do like temperature, like a temp thing. I'm not really sure exactly how all that works. I don't really care about that part. I'm gonna set that like this. This is the thing I was. See, yeah, that's me. So I don't even have to be, but I'm gonna change it because I don't want to. All right, so now it's Now it's back to norm. I'm going to do one more. All right. So now you don't have to be super close, and I can actually go like this. Um, this is one of the things I was excited for. I was excited for this one. I wasn't as excited. I was just kind of pumped to be like, oh, now I got like a cool little interactive toy for, like kid spirits primarily. And then I got it and I looked at it and it's adorable. It broke my heart a little bit in cuteness and adorableness. The thing I don't have yet is similar to a K2 meter. It's kind of like a lantern. You can pop it open. You can see it from like anywhere in the room. It may or may not make noise. I don't know. I can't remember. But there's a lot of stuff to it. So instead of having the little thing that goes whoop whoop, and this you can primarily use as say like a temperature gauge too, where you'd have that, and it would just like you start I think at green and it goes all the way up to like the red, the red color up here, so you could actually see it like climb and stuff like that when there's interactions to it. It's actually really cool and I can't wait to get it. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently I didn't have a lot to talk about. I honestly thought that I'd get more questions and like, oh, you stupid ass cat. Sorry. My mom knows, but there's this cat and there's two cats that wander in my yard and I just saw it through my basement window. Anyways, yeah, so didn't, I guess I didn't prepare as much as I thought I was gonna with an extra person, Kim. There would have been more going on, as I don't want to just ramble, unfortunately. I mean, unfortunately, fortunately. Um, all right. Anyways, I'm done. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Kim was right, and I don't like saying that. Kim is never right. Anyways, yeah. So I'll just talk about that event again. It's coming up. It's this Saturday. It's gonna be fun. I understand that some of you guys watching might not be in the state. A lot of you probably are. If you live like up in my area, like Mount Morris, Clio area, I mean it's gonna be like an hour drive, but it's worth it. So check out the event thing that I posted, that I shared about it. It's actually really cool, and it breaks my heart that I'm there and I can't spend any money. There's a lot of cool shit there that I want to get. Um, yeah, but I'll be there. I'll have a bunch of things to interact with, like my motion LED board, and you can kind of demonstrate with it. I'm gonna have my Connect for my XL XLS um, demonstration type of thing. You will be able to look at, not touch, my Ouija board that was custom made by Lord Mox Divines, which is, hey, look at that. He's up on screen right now. Where I got my Ouija board from. It's quite amazing. Beautiful work. And he actually made me this small one right here, because it took a little while for him to be able to get it to me, because the pandemic and shit was in effect when went into effect shortly after we talked about it, and just before I made the purchase. So I understood it wasn't a big deal. He made that, threw it in for me, and it's amazing. I haven't used that one. I've used my big one. I won't do it in my house ever. It's a agreed upon thing between me and everybody else that lives here. Though I do realize, I've mentioned this before, it is basically like a same way of communicating with the ghost as like a spirit box or something. But I feel like, using dowsing rods or spirit boxes and stuff, like you're not asking them to be like, oh, come and talk to me, like come from far away and chit chat with me, tell me where you're from. And it's more or less like in like the specific area, whereas Ouija boards do kind of I mean, unfortunately, they got the bad rap for this too, but I feel like it's somewhat makes sense in a set in a way where they like kind of draw and like open a portal type of thing, and because it's clearly a thing. I have one in my garage. It's okay though. Yeah, I'll have that. You'll see some of these toys here. You'll see a bunch of the stuff that I sell, especially these right here. The devices will be there. I'm gonna have, I don't know, I'm gonna have a few on hand anyway. So if you're watching, you're like, oh my god, I want one, and you come out. If you happen to come out and you're like, oh, I want one, definitely stop and see me first. I'm not just saying that because I want you to see me first, and you should see me first because you're watching me on here. And I probably told you about the event. But because I'm not going to have a whole lot of them with me, because like I said, they are selling quite a bit on eBay, Etsy, and then the Ghost Hunters, like paranormal equipment site, that it's hard for me to like constantly keep them on hand. Like I try and make some in advance. One, because I'm like, oh, I'll have them ready and I can ship them. But two, because especially when I got an event coming up, I want to have some on hand. And then, of course, and I'm not upset about it, I sold like 2 on eBay yesterday or the day before, and that limited me by 2 of them. So, yeah, so if you do come out, you're like, I want to look at one, feel free. These things are pretty awesome. They're very quiet. They don't take up a lot of room. If you have like you have like cases for your gear, they're compact. They'll fit in quite nicely. They're not going to take up obviously any room. Like they're smaller than my hand. They run on 2 AAA batteries. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. They run on 2 AAA batteries. The motor, really, really quiet. But I still would recommend not having them like right by your digital recorder, because depending on the environment, like what you put it on, it may, because of like the little vibrations the motor puts out, it may like kind of cause some noise. So keep it away from your digital recorder for sure. And know going into it that, it's a possibility that you may hear a little something, but most likely 90% of it, you're not going to hear anything. I have noticed it might make a little noise when the batteries kind of get low a little bit. So anyways, selling point, AAA batteries, very quiet, small and compact, won't take up a lot of room. All right. Don't use dollar store batteries though. Don't use them. Dollar store batteries, even if they're like Duracell or Energizer, they're cheap and they suck. They're not quality like you would buy from like Walmart or Best Buy, stuff like that. They're just cheap. They're $1. They're not made to last very long unless you're putting them in a remote control or, if it's a 9-volt, getting them in a smoke detector, they suck basically. So buy legit batteries from like Walmart or Best Buy or Amazon. I use Amazon brand batteries and they're amazing. They last quite a while depending on, usage and stuff like that. Anyways, man, it's only been like an hour and I don't have anything to talk about. And Kim's gonna be like, I told you so. But then I'm gonna tell Kim to shut it, because if she had been here, we'd have been talking a lot more. Yeah. Sorry, that's my little rant. Yeah, I don't know. Plus, we are gonna, and I'm gonna do this again because I feel like I'm gonna do it because she's talking. Whoa! Oh my god, fireworks! Woo. And I think there's crowd cheering and whoa! Alright, anyways. I don't know what I was gonna say because I got distracted again. But Kim here, we could have bantered a little bit, talked about stuff. She would have probably asked me some questions. I'd have asked her some questions. Probably would have more likely, I've been seeing them, but pointing out the zoop zoops, like the ones right here in my eyes. And if anybody's not familiar with what zoop zoops are, they are a definition coined by myself and Kim, of little, you could almost think that they're little fuzzies in the air, that just kind of like, they kind of come by you and they're gone, but not always. It depends. Like I got no air moving around here. I mean, I've been moving my hands, and there might be a little bit of dust. But I'm not doing a whole lot to like kick up the dust, anyways, at all, because I'd probably be sneezing. So if you ever see our eyes kind of wander and it looks like we're going cross-eyed, it's a zoop zoop. And it's basically, like what I like to say is probably like one of the spirits here in my house, just like getting all up close and personal. Like I want to be seen, but I don't know if you can see them. I can't. I can see the zoop zoops, like right there. You can't see it. I can. Hi. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that actually might be a little bug. Nope, that's a zoop zoop. Um. Anyways, I don't know. I want to agree, but I'm not. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I'm not going to confirm nor deny. Finger guns. See, Kim is missing the finger gun moments too. I don't know. I got nothing. God damn it, Kim's right. Well, I guess what I could do, so it's not super boring, I'm not rambling on. I have been slowly ish, not really, but slowly ish, working on some of the. Damn it, I'm turning it off. I can't deal with it right now. All right. Slowly working on some of the past investigations, like their videos and stuff like that. I've been kind of like slumpy-ish, like, oh, paranormal, yeah, but not like, oh, paranormal, yeah, I'm doing videos. I am gonna start doing that though, because I need to do other stuff like project related on the computer, for like editing wise. So I'm gonna definitely start doing that, because I'm backlogged by 2 years. But I do have some. I will mention them because usually I don't. But since it's been like 2 years, I might as well. Let's see. There has been, let's see, not last year, but 2021. I went to the Hinsdale House, which was in New York, and I also went to. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is it called? I can never think of it when I trying to think of it on the spot. Something sanitarium. Wildwoods. I don't know. It was on TV. I think it's Wildwoods. Yeah, it sounds about right. Wildwood Sanatorium. It depends on how you say it. I like to say sanatorium. It sounds cooler. Anyway, that was same trip, but they're going to be different videos. And they're going to have some opinions on there that people from one of those places are probably not going to enjoy, but that's okay. And I also have a cool story that I'm going to include in there too. Two of them in the Hinsdale one. Let's see, I got that, and I got one from a cemetery here in the state. I'm not going to mention what cemetery it is, but they have this thing. It's kind of like a legendish thing. I don't really know why, but it's called the Witch's Ball. I can tell you right now, it doesn't have anything to do with witch. That's all I'm giving away. But it's actually really cool. I've been there 3 times maybe. Yeah, 3 times. 4 times? 3 times. I don't remember. But it's actually really cool. The first time we were there, oh my god, amazing. Like got some really cool responses to questions, and they like were sarcastic with me. Like they had like a little attitude, but not in a bad way, but in a good way that made me laugh. I was like, oh my god, I love you guys. That was pretty great. Let me see, what else do I have? I did a little something, but not really a whole lot. So I've got one based on some EVPs that I've gotten from the Ohio State Reformatory in Ohio. If you weren't sure. And then there's one called the Monroe House, and that was also in Ohio, or it was Indiana. I don't remember. It might be Indiana. And then there's another one called I don't remember what it's called. It was an old police station, and I think that one was either Ohio or Indiana. Whichever one was in Ohio, that other one was in Indiana. That's all I know. And then I'm gonna have a fun, like, my opinion about stuff on the my God, I lost it. I can't today, apparently. My brain sucks. On the Monroe House. Yeah, that one, some opinions are gonna fly. I don't care. Like, I posted them a while ago, like a year ago, when I was in my other team. They kind of got pissy about it. Oh no, that was the other thing. I didn't do anything on this one. Oh, we were doing. It's funny. We were doing. I wasn't doing. I didn't realize. I mean, I kind of did, but I didn't really think about it. I don't really care. We were there. We were doing spirit box session. Maybe Ouija board session. Maybe both. I don't remember. Anyways, we had been investigating, and this is the one, if you guys have ever watched the one, I don't remember what show it was, where they were investigating, and there was like this like knockout in like the foundation wall, and one of the guys were crawling in it, and they ended up finding like human remains. I went in there. I was very disgusted with what they had done. Because that had been on TV and what they did. I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm going to leave that for the video. But anyways, I wasn't doing it, but they were doing like a Facebook Live thing. And, asking questions, spirit box related. I think there was a little like Ouija board stuff too. I don't think that's the one we're really getting anything from. So we switched to spirit box. Or vice versa. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I went on my tangent about what I thought was really disgusting about that place and what my biggest beef was with it. And like, I was just going off, and I mean, a lot of them were agreeing with me too, but I completely forgot, and I wouldn't have cared even if I had remembered that they were doing the Facebook Live thing. And the person doing it, she stops it, and like, I'm still kind of ranting. She's like, well, we can't post that on Facebook now. And I was like, oh, why? And she's like, well, if the owners, they see it, they're, you're, talking about like their building. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's under new owners, so I wasn't really necessarily talking about them. But if they can't take a little criticism, then they shouldn't really be letting people go in there and investigate. You know what I mean? Like, we all have our opinions. Anyways, it was funny. I had one from Hinsdale too, and I posted online, and it pissed them all off, and it was like, you're no longer part of the team. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I didn't care. And they're all like, like, you just don't want to deal with the consequences based on your actions. I'm like, I could care less about my consequences. I'm like, consequences be damned. Like, I get it, whatever, fine. But you guys are getting pissed off at something that I waited for like a year to say. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, they were all pissed at me. It was kind of funny. I didn't do anything to piss them off, like to intentionally piss them off. And then everybody got pissed at me. Anyways, that's going to be in that video too on Hinsdale House. I know, curious minds want to know now, right? You got to stay tuned and watch it. Let me see. I have another table tipping video that's almost done. Is that the one? I think that's the one. It got really interesting, honestly. Like, it got really interesting. So I'm excited about doing that, to finishing that one up. And then I've got, here in the state, I have the old 6th precinct here in Detroit that we did an investigation on. That was kind of cool, like in the moment stuff, when I was there. And I went through some of the evidence that I got, but I don't really remember it because it's been a long time. So I've got that video to do. And then there's another one here in the state that I don't remember what it was. It was probably another cemetery. Oh no. Yes. There's actually 2 videos on the cemetery. The first one, and then the one where I had a tag along. That I'm like, I'm gonna have this done by the blah blah blah, and I never did, and she probably forgot about it, and I didn't. It's still there, and I'm gonna do it. So yeah, there's, I don't know, there was like less than 10 videos, maybe 10 videos that I got coming out, so stay tuned for those. I do also have a few like shorthand videos that are going to come out with Kim, myself, probably separately, maybe solo, or maybe, edited together. We weren't at the same time, but I don't know how that's going to roll yet. I kind of been a little busy with, I know I've used this excuse before, but it's also true this time as well. I've been redoing some stuff upstairs, like painting my living room, and trying to get some old projects done that are like 2 years old. Yeah, I don't know. God, it's only been an hour and 10 minutes, not counting the countdown. God, that sucks. Like, wow. I thought there was going to be way more. I love that you guys watched. I'm just checking my phone on something, see if um, there's anything that I thought about earlier and I'm not thinking about it now. So give me 2 seconds and maybe, type stuff. Ask me questions, comments, concerns. Just say hi. Be like, oh my God, you're the coolest. You're the high five king. And I'm like, I know I'm the high five king. That's because I give everybody high fives, and they're awesome, and that's why I'm the high five king. In case you are wondering, that's how I got that nickname that everybody calls me. Yeah. Let me see. Content. Boom. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. What the fuck? Fine. Whatever. All right, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed by it. I honestly thought I had more to do, and I rambled on a lot, and I didn't want to, but I did. And yeah, so as you can see, I have a ghost buddy behind me too. Boom, 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 right there. If you didn't notice, I'm sure you did. You just want to say anything. It's pretty sweet, I know. Yeah, so event Saturday. My booth is going to be pretty awesome looking. So stop by, say hi. I've got the raffle thing that you can, purchase tickets for. Kind of the same as it is like any other raffle, like $1 each or like 6 for $5 or something like that. However that goes. Yeah. I don't know unless like anybody wants to chime in with comments, questions, concerns. Tell me how much you're mad that Kim's not here, or say hi to my friends. They may be like close by. They might be behind me. I don't know. I can't tell. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to wrap it up. Really, this really was more about us being back and not necessarily have a whole lot, but just be like, hey, we're here. We haven't died. We don't want you to forget about us because we're important. Yeah, anyways, I guess I will call it short-ish now. I don't know. I'm really pissed off. I thought I had more. I really did. Anyways, so I guess I'll just do the plugs that Kim normally does. Mind you, Kim does this, and I always forget stuff. A lot of it's been on the lower part of your screen the whole time that we've been doing this. You've got the different social medias that we have. You've got the Facebook. You've got Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So go on there and follow or subscribe. I don't know how that shit works. Follow. I think it's follow. I don't know. Like. I don't know. Do one of those 3 things that you have to do in order to follow us. Obviously, we're on YouTube. So if you haven't and you're watching and you're just like, okay, subscribe. That button is somewhere down here. Down here. I don't know. God damn it. All right. Down here. So do that. Click the notification thing too, so then you know when I'm going live. There's stuff you can Is it? Yeah, it's on the screen right now. We've got our website, our store website right there. You can go on there and you can purchase apparel like, shirts, sweatshirts, or hoodies, long sleeve shirts, whatever. There's a bunch of stuff on there. All right. And you can get a couple stickers on there too. But if you want the cool stickers that you've probably seen me post on Facebook a lot, direct message us. All right. Direct message the page. And I'll get you like an invoice or something through PayPal, and you can pay it through PayPal, and I will mail those out to you. And the same goes with these devices, these sweet things too. The buttons, which you can't see, but I got one on, and like magnets and stuff like that. Otherwise, anything else is located right there on that website where you can purchase. I've got a couple more designs that are going to go up soon, so yay, look for those. And you can donate money too. You've seen on there, and you've got PayPal. There's the QR code. You can take your fancy little phone, unless you're on there watching this right now, and you can QR code scan thing and do whatever. That's if you have a PayPal account and you're not under the age of 18. And yeah, you can donate, whatever you want to the channel. Or there's Patreon too. Patreon, we have like different little things that you can get if you want to do something monthly. Or you can choose your own amount, and just even if it's like a couple bucks or something, you just do that. Like you can choose it. You won't get anything at all, but that's your prerogative. Like I just want to give you guys $5. I don't want anything out of it. Awesome. There we go. But yeah, I think, God damn it, I think that's everything. Social, website, donations. The event I've mentioned a few times. Go on our page and look for the post on the event. It'll have all the details laid out for you there. Stay tuned for more videos that I'm going to have coming up soon. I've got the book. Be excited about potentially reading about my life stories of the paranormal, how awesome they are. Mostly about my house. But they're still awesome nonetheless. It's just trying to, word it to where it doesn't sound horrible. Like horribly dumb, I should say. Like it's easier to like show the excitement than put into words. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking Kim was right. It's the only time I'll say that, and I said it like 5 times. Yeah, new equipment. And any donations that you make is going to go towards new equipment. Or just something pertaining to the channel in general. It might help with getting to an event, or like getting a vendor spot at an event, but most likely getting new equipment. Yeah. Because it's not cheap, but it's not like horribly expensive, but it's not cheap. Anyways, I say that a lot in here. Yeah, I really got nothing, I guess. I don't know. But we're back. I'm back. We're back. You can expect us. I'm gonna be back next month, and I'm gonna have stuff to talk about. I swear. On my house. I swear on my house that I'm gonna have stuff to talk about. Because my house is awesome. I don't want to. I'm not gonna let my house down. But I'm gonna have stuff to talk about, and I'm gonna have videos up. Hopefully, maybe 2. Maybe more, at least 1. And I'll talk about that if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns about those. Yeah, I do want to get back into doing workshops too. Just not sure, what to do next, when to do it, stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's all I got. So I guess just be on the lookout for any awesome posts that we have on Facebook or TikTok. Twitter is like hit or miss. Instagram is a little bit better than Twitter. But yeah, do what you guys got to do. I guess I don't know. I appreciate all of you guys who were watching. even though you didn't say hi and contribute to awesome conversations, except my mom, who I don't know if is still watching. But bam! Remember, that's what you can get if you watch a lot. Yeah. You get the whole firework noise. I think there's a crowd. I don't remember on that part, but there's firework noise. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's all I got. I'm sorry I ramble on about nothing a lot and me forgetting shit. And yeah, but I just, we're back. We're back. And you love it. I love it. It's getting me like hyped up again about stuff. So let's get out there. I hope I see. All right. Good night, Mom. I'll see you when I see you. I don't know. Hopefully I see you guys on Saturday. Some of you maybe just come up and say hi. If you mention this video and use the code word pineapple, I'll give you something for free, like a sticker or a button. Or, something else. I don't know. Sticker, button. I don't know. Maybe sticker or button. Yeah, pineapple. You got to use it. You got to be like, code word pineapple. Otherwise, I'm not going to really know. You might just come up to me like pineapple and be like, oh. But we're going to go with pineapple. So just, be like, oh, I watched the video, you wanted pineapple to be said if we watch it. I'm like, yeah, and I'll let you pick something for free that I designate, like button or sticker, maybe magnet. I don't know. Anyways, I'm done rambling for the night. Thanks for watching. Not thanks for not commenting, besides my mom. Do everything I said before I started rambling here the last 5 minutes or so. Follow us on everything. Subscribe on this thing. Yeah. See you guys around. Have a good evening. Have a good week. Maybe see you guys on Saturday. If not, hopefully I'll see you guys on the next live. All right. You guys have a good night. Peace.